Good girl. Great. That's a good girl. All right, guys. So yeah, we got Molly here. She's extremely scared of this brush. So we're going to see if we can work. Oh, this thing has a nice handle. This is nice.
Comfy.
Yeah, it's comfy. This is ergonomics. I need to get one of these. Yeah, so we're gonna work her through this, right? She's extremely scared of this brush. Yeah, so we don't know the reason, but I'm going to show you guys how I would kind of teach a dog, and it's not gonna be fixed in one day, but here's how I would start it. So I just want her to at least right now acknowledge it, right? So I want her to just come close to it, even look at it, sniff it. Yes. All right, guys. So when you're working through a dog's fear of an object, vacuum, balloons, whatever the object is, it's important that you take it extremely slow and use a lot of rewards here. I'm not just forcing her to get brushed, but I'm rewarding baby steps. So right now I start with just rewarding her for even looking at it or sniffing it or even walking past it. Every little thing is rewardable here, and you build off of that. Success builds on success, and you slowly get the dog comfortable through the course of your session and a few days and weeks. Every time she acknowledges this brush, I'm going to reward her right now. Yes. Again, Elise is to block stuff. She's avoiding, which is fine. Good girl. Yeah. And I'm just picking it up right now. This is what I used to do with Mateo and the broom. All I'm going to do is literally just pick it up and then reward her right now. See if I can even recall her over here. Come here. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Come here. I don't want her to leave though, but I'm not gonna force her to sniff it. Oh, I know, girl. I know, it's tough, man. That brush is
It's a mean
real
brush.
stuff. It's a mean brush. Come here. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, that's the husky coming out. Yeah, there it is.
Whenever people ask, how do you...
So as you can see, she gets very overwhelmed by me simply even picking it up, let alone trying to brush her with it. So I will pick it up and immediately put it down and reward her. I don't want her to disengage, so I have the leash on. If she had the option, she would totally just go to the other side of the room and disengage completely from the situation. Though I'm not forcing her to go right up on the brush, I'm not allowing her to disengage with me.
She's part husky.
Yeah, right. Good girl. Yeah. So she's willing to learn, because if she was real scared, she wouldn't even eat right now. She would be back in the corner. Good. So I'm just holding this brush and I'm just allowing her to come eat out of my hand with the brush just right next to her face. Not even trying to touch her with it right now. But I'm also not letting her leave. You see how she wants to escape?
Yeah.
I want to show her that, hey, you can escape. I'm not going to force you onto this brush, but hey, you can't leave the situation. I'm going to bring you back. Come here. Good girl. It's important though, right? If I give her a come command right now, I'm not going to correct her. I'm not going to say no, right? Because she's in a state that she can't control. This is involuntary behavior. So if I correct her with this, she's going to be like, whoa, right? It's not going to have the same effect as it would with a normal situation. It's extremely important to note that you never correct anything fear-related. For example, if a dog is in a downstay and a firework goes off and they break the downstay, in their mind, they weren't breaking the downstay. They were running away to protect themselves. So again, if you correct anything for fear-related issues, it's going to make the fear worse and it's not going to have the same effect. So you don't want to use any corrections here, right? You want it to be, hey, you're good. You're good. Oh my goodness. Come. Pressure, pressure. Yes. Good girl. Yeah, that's that husky. Hey girl, sit. Good girl. Sit. I didn't release you. Good girl. Yeah.
Now she's in a bad state with her husky talk, but I love it.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
It does crack you up, but.
So here, while she's eating, I'm just gonna pick it up and then put it back down. Move it a little closer, let her eat. Eventually my goal is to be able to touch her with it and she'll still eat. Yes. Very good. Very good. Yeah, very rewarding to touch that brush. Here. It's alright, let's see if she'll eat this food. Oh, I know. Skitty brush, man. Come here. Yeah, she's really tough on this brush, man. Come here, come. Come here. Come on. Come. Good girl. You got it. Good girl. Good girl. So right there, you saw that she was shutting down. She went over to her place, and the vocalization was due to the pressure being applied towards me because she did not want to leave her place. She wants to disengage with the situation, but I'm just simply showing her, hey, I don't want you to disengage, but it's not a correction. I'm not correcting her there, but I am showing her I want her to come to me. In which case, then I'm still rewarding her coming to me and making it more rewarding to be around me in the brush than to not be around us. Yeah, that's a good girl. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I'm just gonna wait and let her live this out for a second. Let her live here for a minute. Tough stuff, huh?
You told them.
Yeah, Sid told me, man. Hey. Come here. Come here. Just not letting her escape. Tough. Right here, I just want her to, yeah. Hey. Put some food around it. Come here, girl. Yes, good girl. Come here. Come here. Can't even look at her. Yeah, right. She's like, and that tail wag could not mean happiness, but just overstimulation at that point. That's like anxiety. That's not like a happy tail wag. Very good. Very good. See if I can get her to do some obedience here. Sit. Good. Good girl. Oh, that's so good. Sit. Nope. Sit. Good girl. Nope. Sit. Good. Yeah, so that's very good. She's willing to learn. Nope. Sit. Come. That's all right. Good girl. Even me grabbing it. Come. Yes, good girl. So now she won't eat. You see that? She didn't want the food. A little more overstimulated. That's all right. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so now she doesn't want the food, so that's all right. I'll just live here for a second. I'm going to just walk around. Leave it. I will correct that leash biting. Just gonna walk around, and I'm not even gonna acknowledge the brush. Good girl. Very good. She's really tough with this brush. Yeah, this is interesting. This is probably gonna be her biggest success getting her through this, honestly.
Yeah, there's nothing else, and we don't know why.
Yeah.
The first day we got her, we tried to, welcome your new home. Here's
Right.
the brush. Oh.
Yes. Cool. She'll eat again. Very good, girl. Good girl. Molly, hey, come here. Hey. Very good. Got one stroke in. Now at this point, I'm starting to build off of what we've already been doing. And now I'm taking the brush and I will simply just tap her or stroke her one very short time, in which case I will immediately reward with food. And I'm getting her more and more used to the brush. Now, I don't like having them back in the corners. That's when they're more likely to redirect on you. So I'll get her out of the corner. So if she feels like she's trapped, she may want to, attack. And it's not out of you guys. It's kind of like the brush. It'll be redirection. So here, a little bit of, finesse. I'm going to stroke her with it. Yes. Freaking out, I'll just let her live a little bit. Chill here, let her escape. Come here, girl. Oh, yeah, of course. One thing I want to add is that I see way too many dog owners, when their dog is in a state of fear, they will try to pet their dog and coax them and say, oh, it's okay, girl, it's okay, buddy. And they'll pet them. And that's probably one of the worst things you can do, as it will reinforce the fear. When you're petting your dog in a state of fear, you're literally telling them, good job, I love this behavior. Keep doing this, keep repeating this and being scared. What makes sense to the dog is asking something of them and rewarding them for that action. So I'm not rewarding her fear, but I'm rewarding her acknowledging the brush or doing obedience here. It's two very different things. Leave it. No. Alright. Brush it away. Leave it. No. Hey, leave it. Don't want that metal to mess up your problems. Come. Yeah, good girl. That's all right. Hey. Hey, leave it. Good girl. She's like that.
What are we doing?
Good girl. No, don't go back to the corners.
Why she's scared of the brush, we don't know. Maybe something happened, maybe something didn't happen. But regardless, she thinks that the brush equals something bad is going to happen. So I'm slowly desensitizing her to it and using counter conditioning to reprogram her mind to where the brush equals something good and not something bad. So now every time I tap her with the brush, I follow up with the reward. And through the process of this, it's showing her that the brush always predicts something good, not something bad.
Nope. Oh yeah, don't get your neck caught on the chair, girl. Come on, girl. Put the brush away. Oh, so. Very close. Good girl. Molly, hey. Molly. Yes. Molly. Yes. 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 Oh, yes, man, nothing there. She's uncomfortable, but she's willing now. She's not, I wouldn't say she's fixed, but this is good.
It's definitely progress.
Oh yeah, super big. Very good. Now I'm gonna put it away. Yeah, good girl. That's it. Walk away from the situation for a second. Give her a break. Give her some water. Okay, come on. She doesn't want any water. That's fine. Good. Good girl. All right, let's do it again, girl. Come here. Yes. Reward that. Not letting her leave. Yes. Tail tuck, super uncomfortable. Okay.
Now, I'm starting to up it a little more, and now I'm adding a lot more brush strokes. I'm not starting with her front end, with her face, because she's still very, very uncomfortable with the brush. I'm starting with her back end, and I'm just adding a few brush strokes and then rewarding now. Still taking it slow and showing her that it always predicts something good.
Yes. We're getting somewhere now.
Well, she's eating now, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's like little baby steps, literally. I mean, we can take it super slow. And you can see how bad it would be if I just forced her to, you know. Good girl, Molly. All right, Molly, sit. Nope. Good. That's a good sign. Usually dogs that are amped that they won't do obedience. Very good. Let's look at that, guys. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's very good. Yeah, there you go, Molly. Yes. Very good. Good girl. Yes. Ah, now she's looking at it. Well, did you see that? Very good. This is awesome.
She's like, she feels pretty good.
Yeah, right. Like, it's nothing to be scared of. It's for us to show them, like, hey, your fears are rational, unless maybe something happened. But if you guys don't know of anything, then for all I know, it's irrational. And she's just, I don't know about that. But what this is going to do, once she's completely comfortable with the brush, it's going to overlay to all her confidence. And she's going to understand that, hey, you know what? Life isn't so bad. I can do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, when she's amped up, I'm not even going to try to say sit, but I thought she would be able to do it. She did. Very good, Molly. Yes. That's awesome.
It had to have been something like in her foster home.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason why she's so freaked out about this brush, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they would just like go crazy on her, maybe. I mean, maybe there's not, right? Maybe there is no reason. She's just like, nope, just a nervous dog. I love the handle on this thing, dude. It feels so good. It's like so satisfying.
Yeah.
Now let's see if I can't recall her to me with the brush in my hand. Molly, come. Yes. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Look at that. Look at that dog. Molly, come. Yes. Yes. Yeah, look at that. Very good.
Little tail wag.
Yeah. Ah, dude. Yes. There we go. Yeah. Just one little session, man. There you go. Just had to get over that little freak out she's having. Yes. Every time I'm done stroking, I reward her. Or I'll let her eat out of my hand while I'm doing it. Again, I'm not letting her leave though, so I'm not forcing her either, but I'm saying, hey, you can't leave, right? Don't want her to know that she can escape the situation. You have to face your fears. You can't escape it, but I'm not gonna put you right up on it either. She's not facing me, she's giving me her back, that's fine though. That's just, she's a little uncomfortable, but it's better, right? She's sensitive with her face, so I want to get her used to the face and the head. Eventually I want to do that tail, but the tail is last because she already has an issue with me touching her tail. So I don't want to overstep right here.
Right.
Yeah, I think she'll be over this brush in like, a couple weeks. Yeah. Or a couple days, depending. Very good, Molly.
How often should we work with that? Daily, or is that like an every other day kind of thing?
Do it daily. Yeah. You can record it too, just because every time you reintroduce it, it'll probably be the same situation again as that she just did. It'll be quicker and quicker that she fixes up though. You may even do it later, and she'll be back to So each situation that'll be easier and easier to get her used to it until she's just like, oh, this is great.
Okay.
And then you can incorporate the touch. When she gets really good with touch, you have her touch it. Touch. She touches it. Touch. Yeah, no, she's like, Molly, yes. Girl. That's a good girl. Very good, Molly.
See what you've been missing out on?
This is awesome. Okay, so back end sensitivity still. So I note that little reaction there. So now I'll work on that back end a little bit. Yes. I just do one stroke and yes. A little bit on the tail, a little bit on the hips. Yes. As soon as I see her stress rise, that's when I stop and I reward it. The very second she's like, I'm like, yep, boom. And it seems counterproductive. Now she's like, eating out of my hand, letting me brush her. There we go.
Now, again, her issue with the brush is not solved. We definitely made a lot of progress. I've now instructed her owners to do this, once a day. Just get her desensitized to it and make this a normal thing. But on top of this, I've also told them that when they give her food in her bowl, to always have the brush around so that when she eats, the brush is there. So that she gets used to seeing the brush and it just becomes a normal part of her life. And eventually, if they do this correctly and they get her used to it, she will have no more issues with the brush. But why this is important is this will translate to her overall confidence and translate to other things that she's afraid of, and it will make it much more easier to build her confidence when it comes to fear of objects.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you think, guys? That's pretty good, man.
That's awesome. For 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, and now look at that. Now she's like willing to brush it while eating. That's awesome. There we go. And now we'll wrap it up with just that little brush session. We'll put the brush away and, you know, we'll just, hey, that's a lot of good progress there. Yeah, that was really good. That was good stuff, man.
That was
One little session. And now she's like, oh, you know, not so bad.